Hit that like and subscribe. We got some more juicy news here. Hear this audio recording with Harry O.
With us. Do you love us? Because that could have been real ugly that night in New York. And he's still a people's champ today.
So after the Source Awards, Suge Knight was getting more and more volatile. Tupac Shakur was very unhappy. Said he's raking in all these millions and wasn't getting his fair share. He says he made a deal with the devil with Suge Knight and wants out. They're both in Vegas together at this drive-by shooting. Tupac is killed. Who killed that man?
I don't know. I just think that was a tragic ending for a prolific artist. I don't know about what I don't know. And I don't speak about what I don't know. I just know that it shouldn't have never happened. The talent that you can't help to say, what if, and I don't even like to use the word if.
What might have been.
What might have been had it been handled differently. And that's all I really want to say about that.
It wasn't the only artist to lose his life. Biggie was gunned down not too much later.
Another prolific artist. I still listen to Biggie today. It's just another tragic situation of a human being losing his life. Should have never happened.
Dr. Dre wanted out of death row, wanted nothing to do with it. When he left, was that the end of death row?
I think you can never be the end of death row, but I just think that was a body blow. And I understand why he left. I mean, he wasn't happy. I also understand why Snoop left.
You filed a lawsuit against Interscope Records, Death Row's distributor, claiming you were not being fairly compensated for your investment.
Mm-hmm.
You won. Took away over $100 million.
It was hell on wheels. I mean, it was a toxic time, to be behind bars fighting for your life and you're not being recognized.
It was the end of death row in that iteration, but it was also the end of Suge Knight. He would end up being sentenced to 28 years in prison for the death of a man, hit and run.
What is ironic is he went to prison, I was released. And I was embraced by the community because I always kept it 100. I always kept it real.
You had the opportunity to get out of prison 10 years earlier if you had testified against Suge Knight and decided not to. Why?
Because that's just not who I am.
Code of honor?
It's just not who I am. Yeah, I could have went home. I could never do that and look myself in the mirror. And other people can, and they do. That's just not who I am.
Harry O. Harris, the new Chief Operating Officer of a reimagined Death Row Records in partnership with Snoop Dogg.
Man, it feels good to be free.
How cool is it to be at the helm of the label you built, but now taken into a new rendition into the future?
It's a great feeling, to be honest with you. Working with Snoop Dogg on this level, it's better than a dream. And we just have so much respect for each other. His voice is what gave us the difference. Dr. Dre's beats, of course, but it was Snoop Dogg's iconic sound that changed it.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, but
the fact that under the circumstances I was under, I decided to invest in this. I believe in the whole family. And Snoop recognizes that. He tells me, Mike, if it doesn't be for what you did, there will be no Snoop Dogg. And we talked when I got released about our journey and how we had to get the company back because it is our history and we have some unfinished business.
That was important to you?
To us. It was important to us. And as God would have it, we have it back now.
And from what I've read, you're taking a new Death Row to a new level. Music from all the streaming services, transforming it into an NFT label operating in the metaverse.
Snoop is real adamant about the artists getting the benefit of their work. And he doesn't feel that some of the systems that are in place now are fair at all. It's just that the artists get such a small piece of what they create. And we believe that the metaverse has the potential to turn that on its head. We believe it's a new world. We believe in the NFT world, in the coin-based world, as much as we believe the hip-hop would thrive. We believe that we want to be open to all the artists who want to work with us, and we want to make sure we get it right. Like I like to say, we want to be in partnerships, not slave ships. I think that's so important for not just the music business, but also for the film business. Some things are so oppressive that it almost squeezes the life out of the creative people. We can't keep doing that. We're meeting with, listening to innovative artists. We're in the kitchen cooking. And so people are going to see a different sound connected to Death Row, the next sound. And we're open for business.
Talk to me about the different artists and the genres that you're going to be moving into.
We don't want to limit it to just hip hop. We're going to be in the pop genre, the R&B genre, gospel, rock,
Jazz,
rock, everything. We want Death Row to be like a major label, but we're working in this new universe.
It's not just the music industry that you're expanding. You are also in film and television documentaries. You want to saturate Hollywood with narratives from diverse voices.
Yeah, what you hear and see controls your perspective. And if you don't have a voice in that world, then you don't exist. And so we're always looking for material that speaks to the silent voice, that gives the voice that most people never hear an opportunity to share their truth.
You've been out less than 2 years. Can you believe what you've been able to create in such a short period of time? Are you a workaholic?
Yeah, I think almost to my detriment.
Do you sleep?
Very little. But I also know that time is not my friend. And at the age that I'm at, I'm more on the side of what's left. So I just want what I have to give to be gotten while I'm still here, you know?
You're still here. Your brother, who you were very close to, died at a very young age when you were behind bars. Your mom passed away when you were behind bars. Why do you think you're out and alive to tell your tale and live out your destiny the way you've wanted to do it?
I was blessed that people came and believed that I should be free. Thank God for that. I just think it's God's plan. I didn't design this journey for me, but I embraced the journey. And so that's important. Like, people see people go behind bars and they don't accurately portray those lives and what it's like being in those facilities. There's things that I saw that needs to be changed. There should be a rehabilitation aspect to it, that programs need to be created because these people come back. And unfortunately, this country is too invested in incarceration and not in education. And it hurts communities when kids don't grow up with their parents. It changes the trajectory of their lives. Every day I think about them because I was them. You just can't throw people away and not, especially the amount of people we throw away. And not saying that they're not responsible for what they are. They are. But everybody's an individual and they should be dealt as so. People talk a lot, but what can you do about it?